Thank you for attending tonight's meeting. Good to see you, my friends on the council. And welcome especially to all of you who are joining us electronically, especially Pete.
If he is.
This is the regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Waverly in Iowa. Today is Monday, December 2nd at 7 o'clock, and we are called to order. Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council, the city clerk has prepared for you an agenda. It is before you. Can I have a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Thank you. This would be a voice vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? That was unanimous. It's also now my pleasure to introduce our guest council person for December. This is Chaplain Maggie Falinchek. Got it right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Excellent.
Well done.
So, the person that invited you, Councilperson Jones.
Try again.
Oh, Councilperson Berrigan, thanks. Would you like to introduce your guest?
Well, Chaplain Maggie has been the Dean of Spiritual Life at Wartburg College for about a year and a half.
Yep.
So, and I thought it was time that people got to know her a little bit better.
Absolutely.
So, and I managed to ask her long enough ago that she said yes and didn't realize it.
Yeah, I saw it on my calendar this morning and remembered, oh yeah, I told Brian I would do that. So glad to be here with you all.
We're glad to have you. Thank you. Move on to item F.
So do we need to approve the minutes yet?
No, we have not.
We have not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We blew right past that.
Yep, thank you, friends. We could turn to the approval of the minutes. They are set before you. You've had time to read them. Can I have a motion?
I will move approval of the November 18th, 2024 regular meeting minutes.
Thank you. Thank you. Voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Item F. This is the date, time, and place for a public hearing on the amendment to Waverly City Code Chapter 100, zoning, section 100.21.07, subsection 2, yard requirements, exceptions, and enacting a new section of 100.21.07, subsection 2, in lieu of thereof. The mayor and city council will entertain any comments. After all comments, the hearing will be declared closed and the following action will be considered. Madam Clerk, have you received any written or oral comments?
I have not, Your Honor.
Is there anyone here who would care to stand and speak to this topic? I see none. This public hearing is closed. I'd ask for a motion.
I'll move approval of the second reading of Ordinance 1159, an ordinance amending the Waverly Municipal Code of Ordinances of the City of Waverly, Iowa, by repealing Chapter 100, Section 100.21.02-2, and enacting a new Section 100.21.07-2 in lieu thereof.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I hear none. This is a roll call vote. Carla?
Bergen?
Yes.
Drinkow?
Yes.
Kangas?
Yes.
Myers?
Yes.
Rothy?
Yes.
That passed unanimously. Friends, this is the date, time, and place for a public hearing on the second reading of Ordinance 1158, adopting the City Code of the City of Waverly, Iowa. The mayor and city council will entertain all comments. After the comments, the hearing will be declared closed, and the following action will be considered. Madam Clerk, have you received any written or oral comments?
I have not, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is there anyone here who would rise to speak to this? I see none. This hearing is declared closed. Council, you have a motion in front of you.
I move to approve the second reading of Ordinance 1158, adopting the City Code of the City of Waverly, Iowa.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
I suppose if we didn't adopt this, we would just descend into anarchy without a city code.
Absolutely.
So we better adopt it.
Maybe not all the way, but you can see it from there. Yeah. Any other discussion? This will be a roll call vote.
Drinkow?
Yes.
Kangas?
Yes.
Myers? Yes. Rothy?
Yes.
Bergen?
Yes.
That's 5-0. It's a unanimous vote. If you're keeping score at home, Councilperson Jones and Councilperson Wolf are not with us tonight. So we have 5 voters. Now is the time to rise for any public comments on items that are not on tonight's agenda. Would anyone rise to speak to the council tonight? I see no one. Item H is the consent calendar. These following items will be acted upon by voice vote in one single motion. You see, you have plenty in front of you, mostly pay requests and an alcohol license for Big Ben Poorhouse. So, is there a motion out there somewhere?
I will move approval of the consent calendar.
Second?
Thank you. Any discussion? This will be a voice vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? We're now turning to regular business, which is item I on the agenda. Number 1, Resolution 24-199, a resolution approving payment to Bremer County Auditor for reimbursement of expenses incurred during the general obligation bond referendums. May I have a motion?
I'll move to approve Resolution 24-199, a resolution approving payment to Bremer County Auditor for reimbursement of expenses incurred for the general obligation bond referendums for the amount of $3,718.36.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Since it says to be determined, I want to elaborate on the source of funds. We are talking to our bond attorneys to see if we can get that back, so to speak, from the pool bond itself, or do we need to pay for it some other place since golf wasn't approved? So how does that all work? So that's why it's to be determined. We will know tomorrow what that looks like.
I don't see any other discussion. You appear prepared to vote. Carla?
Kangas.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Rafi.
Yes.
Bergen.
Yes.
Drinkow.
Yes.
That was unanimous. Thank you. We're on to item 2. Resolution 24-200, a resolution awarding the Waverly Municipal Golf Course Hole Number 2 Pond Lining and Reshaping Project. May I have a motion?
I'll move approval of Resolution 24-200, a resolution awarding the Waverly Municipal Golf Course Hole Number 2 Pond Lining and Reshaping Project to Chadheim Excavating and Trucking, LLC of Waverly, Iowa, for the bid amount of $29,857.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I understand this was budgeted for $40,000, so we are coming in at 2/3.
I think it was 45,
Three-fourths?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great.
It's one of the more picturesque ponds. I did kind of like it being low. I could retrieve my ball half the time, but I guess we have to fill it, so it is not holding water very well.
And that's the one you can see from the highway, so it's nice to have it.
It's going back the other way to the other left side.
When will it get done?
Garrett?
I will be emailing him tomorrow with the approval, and he'll plan on starting sometime in December is his plan.
Oh, okay.
If
This
it's
winter?
approved. Yep.
Okay. Any other discussion? So roll call vote. Carla?
Myers.
Yes.
Rafi.
Yes.
Bergen.
Yes.
Drinkow.
Yes.
Kangas.
Yes.
That was unanimous. Item number 3, Resolution 24-201, a resolution approving contract and certificate of insurance for the Waverly Municipal Golf Course Hole Number 2 Pond Lining and Reshaping Project. Can I have a motion?
I will move approval of Resolution 24-201, a resolution approving contract and certificate of insurance for the Waverly Municipal Golf Course Hole Number 2 Pond Lining and Reshaping Project from Chadheim Excavating and Trucking, LLC of Waverly, Iowa, for the amount of $29,857.
Second?
Thank you. Any discussion? All right. Carla?
Rafi.
Yes.
Bergen.
Yes.
Drinkow.
Yes.
Kangas.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
That was unanimous. Item 4, Resolution 24-202, a resolution approving contract between T-SNAP and the City of Waverly and authorizing Jordan David, head golf professional, to sign the contract. Is there a motion out there?
I'll move approval of Resolution 24-202, a resolution approving contract between T-SNAP and the City of Waverly for an annual fee of $6,400 and authorizing Jordan David, head golf professional, to sign the contract.
Second.
Excellent. Any discussion?
Looks like they negotiated down the cost, which is good.
Garrett?
Yep, that's correct. Jordan's been looking for a different point of sale company, and after extensive talks with others and T-SNAP, they ended up bringing their price way down, so kind of nice.
Any other discussion? We're just saving money left and right tonight. That's great. All right, this is a roll call vote, Carla.
Bergen.
Yes.
Drinkow.
Yes.
Kangas.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Rafi.
Yes.
That was unanimous. Moves us to item 5. This is Resolution 24-203, a resolution accepting the material cold storage building at the Public Service Center wall construction as complete and approving pay applications 2 and 3 final. Can I have a motion?
I will move to approve Resolution 24-203, a resolution accepting the material cold storage building at the Public Center wall construction as complete and approving pay application number 2 for the amount of $9,880 and pay estimate number 3 final for the amount of $5,968 as a final payment to Baker Enterprises, Inc. of Waverly, Iowa.
Second.
Any discussion? And you've got a copy of the contract and pictures in front of you.
Thank you for the pictures.
Yeah, the pictures are nice. When is the top going on?
As of last week, they're planning on being here next Monday to start, and it's a week construction they're estimating pending weather.
Okay.
So then will it be usable right after that?
Correct, yes. Right now, we're not gonna do any floor or anything in there, it's just gonna be some rock, just so we can put material and get some stuff out of the weather.
Anything else? Friends? That's a roll call vote.
Bergen.
Yes.
Drinkow.
Yes.
Kangas.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Rafi.
Yes.
That was unanimous. Item 6. This is Resolution 24-204, designating the Bremer County Independent, Waverly Democrat, or another newspaper that publishes at least once weekly and having a general circulation in the city per Iowa Code 362.3 as the official legal newspaper of the city for calendar year 2025. Is there a motion out there?
I'll move approval of Resolution 24-204, designating the Bremer County Independent, Waverly Democrat, or another newspaper that publishes at least once weekly and having general circulation in the city per Iowa Code 362, the official legal newspaper of the city for calendar year 2025.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Looks like we got a letter from the Waverly paper wanting to be the
Yep.
paper of
And then
record.
this is required, so.
Yep.
All righty, you appear ready to vote. Carla?
Drinkow.
Yes.
Kangas.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Rafi.
Yes.
Bergen.
Yes.
That was unanimous. That brings us to number 7. This is the third and final reading of Ordinance 1157, an ordinance amending the Waverly Municipal Code of Ordinances for solid waste sections 69.3, 69.5, and 69.6. Anyone in the mood to make a motion?
I will move approval of the third and final reading of Ordinance 1157, an ordinance amending the Waverly Municipal Code of Ordinances for solid waste sections 69.3, 69.5, and 69.6.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion?
Be careful around those dumpsters.
Yep, batten
right.
down your dumpsters, that's what that means.
That's right.
No more discussion, well, it is our third reading. All right. Carla?
Kangas.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Rafi.
Yes.
Bergen.
Yes.
Drinkow.
Yes.
That was unanimous. We're on to item J, reports from boards and commissions. Any questions from the Housing Commission or financial report? I was reading the financial report, the first thing I looked at was revenue, I thought, we only got half the revenue. Then I remembered, oh, it's a July fiscal. So it was a moment of panic, but. Okay, nothing on those, staff updates? James?
Although the golf course is closed, the pro shop does have winter hours. They are 9 to noon on Tuesday through Friday. So Jordan is up there if you need anything there. The all-inclusive playground, if you want to brave the cold, is able to be played on. So that is completed. We had a couple of invoices to pay there in the consent agenda that you saw, so it is ready to go. And then I'm sure you've seen Santa's house in the north part of Coleman Park. It's already in place. Santa's going to be joining us the first time December 12th from 6 to 8. And then he'll be there Saturday, December 14th, 10 till noon, Thursday, December 19th, 5 to 8, and Saturday, December 21st, from 3 to 5.
That's all we have tonight, sir.
All right. That takes us to city council comments. Councilperson Bergen.
Well, I'd like to congratulate the Wartburg football team on winning their game and being ready to play another week. And Wartburg is fortunate enough to be hosting again, so it's always nice to have a home game and bring those tourist dollars into Waverly. So congratulations to them. I did want to remind people that signs are not permitted in the right-of-way. This is usually a conversation we have during political season, but that continues all year round, that we do not allow signs in the right-of-way that can block traffic visibility and make driving any more hazardous than it already is. So that's something we're consistent about, and I think it still applies. And finally, anyone who wants to discuss city council business with me, I will be at the poorhouse after the meeting. And I think I have to apologize to Maggie. I promised her an hour-long meeting, and we're going to come up a little bit short.
Yeah, we are.
Shouldn't be disappointed.
We'll make up for it in the next meeting.
Yeah. Councilperson Myers.
Two things briefly. Make sure you have next week, Thursday, the 12th, on your calendars for Christmas greetings on Main. And hopefully, we're not all too burned out from Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, because tomorrow is Giving Tuesday. If you're able, please think of charitable organizations that could use your help.
Thank you. Councilperson Kangas.
I just reminded this morning of driving and what I always tell my kids about winter weather driving, reminders in Iowa. Don't try to do anything fast. Don't try to turn fast. Don't try to accelerate fast. Don't try to stop fast. Give yourself time. Take it a little extra. Be safe.
Thank you. Councilperson Drenko.
I don't have any comments tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Councilperson Rothi.
I saw children playing on the new playground yesterday, all bundled up in their snowsuits, and they seemed to be having a good time. The other thing going on at Wartburg this weekend is Christmas at Wartburg, so in addition to football, it's going to be a busy weekend up there. Just to mention, I attended a funeral today for Mr. Carl Dillon, who anybody who went to high school at Waverly Shell Rock between 1955 and 1995 knew Mr. Dillon. He was my English teacher, and the mayor always reminds us to be kind, Waverly, and he was the epitome of a gentleman, always kind. His house became sort of a safe place for all sorts of kids to hang out there, and so he was an excellent role model, and he will be missed.
Thank you. Guest Councilperson Chaplain Maggie, would you have any comments to share?
I don't have much to offer, just thanks to Brian for the offer to come and observe. I believe Brian is actually my council person in my ward too. I'm a resident of the Prairie Links neighborhood where I live with my husband and 2 dogs. We've been here about a year and a half, so still new to the Waverly community and new to Iowa. I'm trying to figure out my Iowa geography when students tell me where they're from. I moved here because of my job at Wartburg College, where I serve as Dean of Spiritual Life. And I'm a huge lover of both higher ed and people, and really care a lot about the ways in which the institution has relationships within the city. And I get to do a little bit of that in my job too, as I interact with kind of local congregations and faith institutions as they support our students of diverse religious beliefs. And so, yeah, thanks for the invitation. Glad to be here. I think I have one more time with you in December, but I am getting away cheaply too because it's December and Christmas. So.
Yeah. Yeah, again, sorry about the shortness of this meeting, but we will definitely make up for it.
I've sat through long enough meetings before, being both someone who's coming from the church and from higher ed, so I think I've done my time in other places. So.
I want to say thank you to all the citizens and visitors who are shopping downtown over the weekend. And that's awesome, but remember, there's lots more shopping time left. And think of attending all the events the Chamber of Commerce is holding downtown. There's something almost every day. And the contests, I saw someone won a big screen TV today because they'd taken their receipts or cards from stores and turned them into the chamber. So let's keep supporting the downtown merchants. Though I was at a meeting with the Iowa DOT, and Roy actually stood up and said that bridge will be done by Labor Day. So that's a big promise, but let's hold them to it. We're almost there. And the new bridge is going to be really great. So Waverly, it's almost Christmas. Santa is watching, so be kind. I would accept a motion to adjourn.
Move that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
That was unanimous. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night. It is 7:21.
We don't have 24.